The Battle of Music. While we prayed, I saw beings having a meeting. I had an impression that they were called the Council of the Notes. Each had a musical symbol as a head. That is, instead of a head, each being had a brace, an accent, or an arpeggio. They were planning a new method of sending out songs to the earth. I heard one of the beings say,
"Since they have discovered our intention to bind them with songs, let us try out a new method, one that will take them unawares."
Interestingly, this being was not speaking in English. It spoke in a very strange language. I had an impression that it was an ancient language from the early days of our world. It seemed I was given permission to hear what the being was saying. I heard them plan to send out music in 3 major ways. 1. Songs sung in very ancient languages. I had an impression that there would be a wave of songs that would not be sung in English. I sensed that these languages would be like the one I heard the being speak earlier. The intention was to ensure that when people are bound by singing those songs, it would be hard to deliver them because the deliverers wouldn't know which demon to cast out or what godly song to play to counter them. I heard,
"Watch out for the Afrikaans and Mexicans."
It seemed I saw Africans written as Afrikaans, hums and chants. I saw a spirit go out from the popular musician Enya into the earth. The scary thing was that I saw this spirit come upon some gospel singers. These would manifest as songs of chants or hums, seemingly spirit-filled and welcomed by Christians. Of course, unbelievers would have their fair share of hums and chants too. Third, instrumentals. I saw a certain pianist I used to listen to when I was in the world, Yanni. It seemed like my ears were open to hear what Yanni was really playing. I heard demonic whispers. Then I heard the voices. While I initially thought this referred to normal voices, I soon understood that these were real human voices. I had an impression of certain people rising from different parts of the world, Christians and non-Christians alike. These people would promote perverted or ungodly beliefs strongly and would draw many to themselves. While many would consider them influential, it was important to note that they had supporting forces behind them. The demonic whispers were meant to give them inspirations or rhema that they would promote strongly. I was tempted to say for the Christian hosts that it wasn't exactly their fault. They were going to be controlled by the enemy. Then I heard a voice say,
"You seem to not have learned. To whom you yield yourself a servant to obey, his servant you will be." The big bad doesn't happen in one day. Little disobediences will qualify you for this. Funny you, even some of you can be one of those voices if you are not careful.
I began to feel hopeless. I felt like the enemy was indeed going to take down many with these kinds of music. Then the same voice spoke again.
"Oh, there is hope. There is always hope. You will counter them with these."
1. Discernment of spirits. This was especially for the hums and instrumentals. It was important because we would need to discern the spirit behind certain gospel musicians or Christian songs. Singing in the spirit. I had an impression that we were also going to send out songs where we just sang in the spirit. This was to counter the songs sung in ancient languages. I heard,
"If they will sing in unknown languages, you too will sing in unknown tongues, tongues of angels."
I also had an impression that we needed to learn to sing in the Spirit more often. Interpretation of tongues. This was especially needed to understand some of those songs that weren't sung in English. This would be crucial for us to warn people against certain songs, and even know which demon to cast out of people. When the brother started playing the violin, I saw a myriad of angels in the hall. Though the hall was small, it still contained them. I saw another line of angels standing to the left and right of him. They had violins and were playing with him in unison. I saw arrows coming out of the violins, piercing our hearts, every single person's heart. After a while, I didn't see the brother anymore, even though the violin kept playing. I understood that the Spirit of the Lord was playing. It was around this time that the deafening high pitch sounded. I had an impression of how sound is used to break glass, and understood that that high pitch was needed to shatter the bonds of the enemy gained through music. Then I heard, "Hum!" Then Pastor instructed us to hum. I heard a line from a song I used to listen to by Sia. I had a one-way ticket to the place where all the demons go. I saw a prison. It was dark, cold, and messed up. I saw different people in that prison. For clarity, the prison looked like a world of its own. It was only because the Lord wanted me to understand what I was seeing that I knew it was a prison. I heard that the prison was called the Land of Perdition, Destruction. I saw some of our people there, myself too. I recognized a particular sister. It looked like a thoroughfare for demons. It seemed like they lived there. As we prayed, our eyes were open to see the reality of this world prison. As our eyes were open to see, the chains on our hands and feet broke, and we vanished from the prison. 10th January, 2025, Sister E.D.S. Gamwatch.